Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the LSU Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Tigers kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hits inside, it's Berry. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Dropping back, it's Levin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Looks it in. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Turning it on! Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right side, it's Singleton. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Making the adjustment. Got to make the play on fourth. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive there. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out wide right, it's Wilson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those who have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Tosses it incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Left side is Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field. So he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Levitt. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. snaps it, and he has to have it. Turns it upfield. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Here's a give to Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Escapes the pressure to his right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Right side, it's Green. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. LSU right back to the line. He's going for the goal line, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. All over him immediately.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They want to run this quarterback. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal. From the gun. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 8, set to kick this one.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Quick give. It's Shepard. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grab behind the line. It's Eccles. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Looking for room. It's Berry. Headed to the end zone. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. They give it back to him. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Got it in the middle. It's Shepard. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires it down the seam. Makes a deep grab. Wide open spaces. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. You can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Deep in the end zone, it's Carter. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Berry. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Levitt. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Out wide right, it's Staley. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Running inside, it's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. LSU quick to the line. From the gun, it's Berry. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Stopped right there. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Play of this drive. Unloads to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Drops back on first down. Fires left. Intercepted to stop the threat. Looking for more room.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Trying to get behind the defense. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 22 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Ducks, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 2nd and long here. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in a great position to make another play, just couldn't secure the catch.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their 1-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
On the return, he only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, LSU. They take the lead here in the second half. Now, that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Direct snap. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might as well give it to him again.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, it's Shepard. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Wants to throw one first. Going to throw it deep. Touchdown, Tigers! What a grab in the end zone for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. On the move, it's Berry. Crosses the 35. Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Big guy smells it. Touchdown LSU! Into the end zone for 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. The snap sets up to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Still running at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Looking to throw again. They go to the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Now on the move. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Tigers! They are lining up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days. Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And he'll bring it back. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute. Snags it, and he's open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. LSU right back to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Wilson has it over the middle.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Out wide left, it's Green. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Run in the red zone, it's Berry. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Levin. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose, it'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't...
Touchdown, Tigers! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! On to attempt to try. And after the extra point, the lead is now down to 4, 35-31. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. From deep, it's Kane. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a give to Washington. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They'll move the tight end. On first down, it's Bryson Washington again. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Working the middle, it's complete. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 2nd down to the air.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Left side, it's Brown. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And after that big completion with no timeouts, you need to clock it right now. You need to spike the ball, save some clock, knowing you've got to throw this ball into the end zone, give yourself a chance.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it down the field. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. From the gun. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Fires to the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Here's a give to Washington. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. The give to Caden Durham.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sets his feet. It's Levitt. Catch in the middle. It's Staley. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires quickly. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Look out! Avoids the pressure and gets away. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. He's looking to pass. Between the hashes, it's Singleton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 2nd down, going to throw it. He'll take a shot. Caught on the right sideline. Touchdown, Tiger. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. He wants to throw it. He got it. The aggressive call pays off and wins the game in overtime. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.